Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to you to the iconic Barbican Centre for today's celebration, the graduation of so many wonderful graduands sitting here in front of us this afternoon. My name is John Watkins, I'm the university's Director of Employability, and before we get the formal proceedings underway, just one or two housekeeping comments to make sure you're on the message for us. First of all, in time-honoured tradition, if you could kindly switch off or put to silent any mobile phones, that would be greatly appreciated. And as you will have heard, hopefully, from the tannoys in the build-up this afternoon, photography is great, but if you can avoid flash photography, that would be enormously appreciated so that the photographs can be done as accurately as possible from our experts in the house. Now, just a couple of other observations. If there is a fire alarm, we have no practice planned, so the requirement would be to follow the Barbican staff who are dotted around the building, most of them with a T-shirt with the word Barbican written on it. They will take us where we need to go for our safety. In terms of the graduands, just a little bit of a briefing for you in terms of what you need to do. Now, I know that you've got here by virtue of your intellect and academic ability, but based on this morning's performance, you do need to listen up at this point in terms of how you navigate getting across the stage. We have our photographer up in the corner here. He could not be more obvious to you. There is a great big arrow pointed at him. That is where you need to stare in order to get the best possible photograph from today's proceedings. Now, one of the things that is slightly unusual about a graduation ceremony is that people, for some unknown reason, decide that it is probably a good day to try a new walk. Now, if that's your preference today, then we at the University of Law are only pleased to indulge you in that, but there really is no need, unless you went to bed last night and thought this is a big milestone day ahead, and there's just one thing that I've not been satisfied with me in life to date, and this is what I'm going to do tomorrow. By all means do it. But this is your moment, so the encouragement is for you to come steadily across the stage. There is no prize for getting across first. Likewise, there's no prize for still being there at 3 o'clock. So try and find the happy medium. Enjoy this moment. You have earned it so much. Make sure that you do it. We are not going to go with handshakes. We've made that decision. We're not going with fist pumps or elbows. Yeah, please don't elbow the Vice-Chancellor. Too many lawyers in the House. So we're going to go for a small bow, a small acknowledgement. Again, this morning, whether it was great deference or not, some of the bows were quite extraordinary. You don't need to go for that. Just a gentle nod will be fine. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that, then you do not need to do so. Please kindly refrain. It was a special request from this morning that we showed you how to do this, so I've described it to you. But Gary and I were here really early this morning preparing this, so I don't want him to lose his big moment. So Gary is going to come across the stage. You may practice your clapping at this stage, and just watch as Gary comes across. Normally, sedate pace. He will stand on the cross that is there for a very good reason, and he will bow, and then he will look up to the photographer. I will step in and temporarily play the Vice-Chancellor. Gary, here we go. Now, it's very important that that is not the biggest ovation of the day. Gary did very well, but without further ado, I shall leave proceedings to get underway. Thank you very much. Enjoy the celebration.
I might as well get some water, mightn't I, before we start? I've got a 3-hour talk to give you now. I don't understand why you think that's funny. It's actually gin, so it's absolutely fine. So good afternoon, everybody. Can I start by congratulating everyone who will be receiving a degree this afternoon. Well done. You've worked very hard and you've stuck at it, and you're now reaping the rewards of your commitment. I confess to being a little bit envious because you are about to embark on your careers. You are the future, whereas, as you can see, I am the past. You're supposed to laugh at that. However successful and lucky I have been, it is behind me. Your future is ahead of you, and with all its uncertainties, the world is full of opportunities. Of course, life is also full of pitfalls, uncertainties, and potential setbacks, and I do know a bit about that. My own career didn't have a promising start. I was a very average pupil at the local grammar school in Hackney, where I grew up. My old school is still there in Shoreditch, not very far from where we now are. I had an inspiring English teacher who thought that I had some potential. He enthused me. I started to study properly in what we used to call the sixth form. I ended up with more A-levels than what we called O-levels, and I just squeezed into the London School of Economics, which changed my life. That was a mixture of good luck and hard work. I got a pupillage in what was then a very run-of-the-mill set of barristers' chambers. There was one silk and just 7 members, mainly doing county court and magistrates' court work, and a mixture of small civil claims. I'm still there 50 years later, and One Essex Court is now the leading commercial chambers in London. We have 125 members of chambers, 50 of whom are KCs. You will be relieved to know that I do not propose to take you through that 50-year history. Let me share with you some of the lessons I learned. We're obviously a very youthful graduate, amazing talent. You know, it's just such an amazing place, the University of Law. We can produce graduates even at the baby age. It's not a problem. So, of the lessons that I think that I did learn, and which I think is worth at least trying to communicate, at least to our students today, first of all, never give up. Nothing is guaranteed, but grit, determination, and a positive approach to every challenge you're presented with are always worthwhile. It's how one deals with failure which marks you out, not necessarily how you deal with success. And some people are not very good at dealing with success. Secondly, although not always fun at the time, adversity is actually good for you. It hardens you in a good way. It toughens you up, and it makes you appreciate your good fortune when that comes along. I think I've enjoyed being a barrister rather more than some of my contemporaries, who likely slipped into it without much challenge, having come from a different background. Thirdly, time and again, what might appear to be a setback or even a disaster turns out to be, in retrospect, a good event. And given the luxury of choice, for example, I would not have joined the chambers I did join, and yet they were ideal for me. Fourthly, I've mentioned luck a couple of times. I believe that luck plays its part in everyone's life. Sometimes good luck, sometimes bad luck. Nobody distributes the 2 piles that represent the good luck and the bad luck. Often it just happens. Also, people don't like to admit it. The successful prefer not to admit that their success is partly due to luck. And those who don't succeed feel that it makes them bad losers, to put it down to bad luck. Having said that, while luck plays its part, hard work, common sense, intelligence, commitment, and honesty, and of course the ability to recognize and grasp a lucky break, will all help to improve your luck. Fifthly, whatever your age, you should always be ready to learn at all sorts of levels from your own mistakes and indeed from others that you have observed. And learning on that front is an extremely valuable talent, and you must never forget it. Looking back at one case I did in my second 6 months of pupillage reminds me of how I learnt from an exceedingly silly mistake, but it stayed with me for the rest of my career. I was acting for a young boy who had been charged with possessing an offensive weapon. And it is a criminal offence in this country if you are in possession of what's called an offensive weapon. I mean, a gun is an obvious example. But on this particular occasion, the boy had in his possession a lady's metal comb with a handle, and all the paint had been scraped off at the pointed end into a very nasty, sharp point, and a very nasty weapon if you had it stuck into you, obviously. And in order to explain innocent possession, I had to call his mother, who had given him the comb on the day that he left home, the same day that he was caught in possession of it by a police officer. So if you can explain innocent possession of the offensive weapon, that represents a defence in English law. And so I called the mother, the comb was handed to her, and I said to her, "Do you recognize this comb?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Can you tell us about this comb?" She said, "Yes, it's my comb." And I gave it to my son on the day in question. And I said to her, "Is it in the same condition now as it was when you gave it to him?" And she said, "Yes." That is when I should have stopped. And for some reason I've never understood, even to this day, I said to her, "Are you sure?" And she said, "Well, except for the bit that sharpened up at the end." The ground could have opened up for me, but fortunately there was nobody in the courtroom who knew me, and certainly nobody from my own chambers, because I would immediately have failed to get into chambers. The magistrate smiled benignly, and he said to me, "That's perfectly all right." I was about to ask her the very same question. So it all worked. But I learned a very important lesson, which is, once you've got the piece of evidence you need, shut up and move on. Terribly important, and it's a lesson that stayed with me all the time throughout my professional life. And then just returning to the list of suggestions, really, and I think this is something that's not sufficiently mentioned, but it should be. Law practice is hugely demanding, both mentally and physically. You should do your very best to keep fit and healthy. Take exercise and try to achieve a proper balance to your life. I haven't always been good at that, but please bear it well in mind. It is terribly important. Next, do your best to maintain a sense of humour and a sense of curiosity. A readiness to learn is what helps to stop us becoming too complacent and closed-minded. If you don't have a sense of humour, you have a problem, so develop one as soon as possible. And whatever worries you have about the future, I believe and hope that you will find that your time at the University of Law, with the practice-based skills it teaches, will open many doors for you, including doors which you may not have thought of and doors which initially appear to be very firmly locked. Sometimes that will not be through choice, but as I've said, what appears to be an unwelcome turn of events may very often turn out to be a lucky break. Your legal training means that many of you will be practicing lawyers, and that gives you a valuable and an interesting career. It is valuable because a civilized society is based upon the rule of law, and good lawyers are particularly important in this country because despite the post-Brexit anxieties, it is still the global centre for legal services, which are critically important to the UK economy. It is interesting because legal work is mentally challenging and at the same time very practical, involving intellectual and social skills. And that this is a good place for a legal career is demonstrated by the fact that city law firms have more graduates from the University of Law than from any other institution. Nonetheless, some of you will end up doing work which is very different from what you expect, often in other areas, and that is good, because your legal training will be of great benefit. A properly trained mind is valuable in any job, and an understanding of the law is valuable in many different areas. And as you go out into the world, remember, you will not be alone. The University of Law has an alumni network which extends literally across the world. So to every graduating student here today, I say, very well done so far. congratulations on your degree and all the very best for the future. Could I invite the family and friends of the students to stand up? I mean, it might be a bit of an effort depending upon what you did for lunch. But if you could stand up, that would be good. And sitting around downstairs, there are all these fantastic students. Can we give them a really serious round of applause? That's great support. Do be seated. And, you know, as far as the students are concerned, without all these marvellous people, you simply wouldn't be sitting where you are. So perhaps you'd be good enough to stand up and thank them for what they've done for you. I think that was a fairly weedy response, wasn't it, from the... Anyway, I wish you all well done, and many congratulations.
Well, I think you'll agree that that's quite a hard act to follow. Graduands, colleagues of the universities, proud parents and friends, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to our May 2023 graduation ceremony and to welcome you to this wonderful and iconic Barbican Centre. Today is the very best day of the academic year for me and for my colleagues at the university. And to say that we're filled with pleasure and pride to welcome our graduates here is a true understatement. We are simply and utterly delighted. Your success is our mission, and seeing you all here today is the culmination of a unique partnership between you as brilliant, committed, and incredibly hard-working students, and ourselves as your tutors, guides, and mentors. We have been privileged to be part of your lives, and we hope that you will remain part of the family of the University of Law as our alumni in the future. So, today is all about you and celebrating your achievements, so I'm going to keep my words brief. But I hope that what I say may give you some food for thought and hopefully some encouragement as you continue into the next exciting phase of your life. So first of all, congratulations on behalf of everyone at the university for the success we are celebrating. All of us from the university, those here and those absent, want you to know just how happy we are for you today and how very proud you have made us. You have now moved into a new chapter of your lives to further study, traineeship, pupillage, paralegal work or other diverse careers in law or in business, both here in the UK and indeed across the world. I would counsel you to do two things before the end of today. Firstly, take a moment to think of and thank all those who have encouraged you and sustained you through your extensive studies, on whatever level. The route to qualification as a lawyer or as a business professional is rigorous, long, and extremely demanding. But then, even more importantly, take another moment to reflect on your personal achievement. You have worked so very hard to be here. You surmounted the many challenges presented by the pandemic, as well as the academic rigor of your studies. Reflect on the fact that you set out to do something that not many get to achieve, and you did it. I am wary of giving advice to such talented and exceptional graduates. But age brings with it some wisdom, or at least I hope that it does. So the best practical insight I can give you is from my own experience, and that is that life will throw many challenges your way. Its tests and trials may be big or small, fair or unfair, but in coming through them you will emerge stronger. And whilst we celebrate success today, it's also important to acknowledge that many of life's lessons are learned in failure. And as a result, you must not be scared or thrown by it. In fact, failure is just part of the path to great success, in the form of understanding yourselves and others, in learning new things, and in finding your true value to the world. I was reflecting recently about inspiration and people I have found inspiring during my life and career. And normally one thinks of great public speakers, politicians, lawyers, and hugely important people in public life. But I was asked to write a piece for the International Women's Day recently about specific people that inspired me. And I thought again about, in reality, who has inspired me in my life. And for the first time, and this at my age is probably far overdue, I thought closer to home, and I thought about my mum, who was a genuinely inspiring woman. And I'll tell you a little bit about her, why she was inspiring to me, again, by way of illustration about how we consider those around us. I'm the youngest of 3 children, and as a child, no one in my family had been to university. My mum became a single mother to me, my brother and sister before she was 30. And it hit her and the 3 of us very hard. My mum worked hard. She held down 3 jobs, but in her mid-30s, she started studying part-time in the evening for professional qualifications and then a degree. One of my earliest memories is sitting round the kitchen table, doing my homework, whilst my mum revised for her exams. And she passed the exams, and she achieved financial independence, which allowed her to provide for the 3 of us. So she achieved great things by working hard, but studying changed her. It changed her view, not just in terms of the salary that it brought her, but also in challenging her preconceptions, and she had quite a few of those, stimulating her intellect and encouraging others to find their own way, which was never dictated, but was firmly directed towards hard work, humility, a large dose of pragmatism, and a huge sense of fun. My mum, above all, was great fun, and it's a much neglected attribute. So despite the seriousness of the position in which she found herself, her objective was to enjoy life and all that it brings, to seize opportunities and to share in our good fortune. So we often look for inspiration to famous figures around us when those near us are equally deserving of our admiration. So I encourage you to take the time to look and to learn from your families who have loved, nurtured and supported you, and seek to emulate their strength as you grow and develop your own. And in this busy and often confrontational and frantic world, take time as individuals and as professionals to listen, to reflect, and then to listen again. And above all, always value kindness. I particularly like this quotation from Stephen Fry. The more in the world you encounter kindness, the better the world always is. And all the big words, virtue, truth, and justice, are dwarfed by the greatness of kindness. Graduating today, you join an illustrious list of alumni, leading minds in both the law and beyond, These include the ex-Lord Mayor of London, Dame Fiona Woolf, legal entrepreneurs like Elliot Chalmers, owner of the first ever independent music law site for musicians in the UK, policymakers, politicians from across the spectrum, including Lord Mayor Sadiq Khan, Hazel Blears, Maria Eagle, Harriet Harman, Charles Falconer, and Baroness Saida Varsi. Then there are leading sports men and women, including Anyola Aluko, who played football for England and Chelsea Ladies, and Johnny Searle, the Olympic gold medalist in rowing. You are indeed in very good company. And I offer you these examples only to remind you that there is no limit to what you can achieve. And achievement does not need to be marked by grabbing headlines. To the contrary, true achievement is to pursue your lives and careers with the same energy and integrity with which you have pursued your studies. You have chosen a path that allows you to be transformative, then be inspired and make a difference. Graduates, we need you. We need you to set up and run companies and drive innovation. We need you to serve at the highest level of government. We need you to work in our courtrooms and in our schools. We need you to shape the future of technology. We need you to challenge mediocrity and injustice. We need you in so many different places because the totality of your intellect, compassion, and your lived experience will make our world a better place. I'd like to thank you all for listening to me today, and I'd like to wish you all the very best. Thank you.
I call upon Matthew Tomlinson to present the students from Leeds, Newcastle, and Sheffield for the award of their degree.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you and the whole university the students from the Leeds campus for the award of Bachelor of Laws. Farhana Begum. Amira Mughal. Sarah Louise Thompson. Brogan May Townsley Parker. And now I present to you the student for the award of Bachelor of Laws with Business, Hannah Elizabeth Maurice. And now I present to you the student for the award of Bachelor of Laws with Criminology, Thomas Mark Atkinson. And now I present to you the student for the award of Graduate Diploma in Law, William George Tomlinson. And now I present to you the student for the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Law, Alfred Darnay Dixon. And now I present to you the student for the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Bar Practice, Taveen Nundlol. And now I present to you the student for the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Bar Practice and Masters of Laws in Bar Practice, Jasmeen Sharma. And now I present to you the students for the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Professional Legal Practice, Rosie Annabel Bamforth. Fleur May Gribble. Farhed Ali Khan. Lily Weatherby. And now I present to you the students for the award of Masters of Laws in Professional Legal Practice. Makash Abab. Farhan Babar. Humaira Basharat. Jessica Alice Bowen. Katie May Coulson. Natalie Louise Day. Grace Fashanu. Omodeli Fatodu. Jessica Hill. Emily Patricia Howie. Zara Javed. Jessica Little. Hansa Mahmood. Karman Chan. Savira Mohammed. Jonathan Edward Noble. Jack O'Shea. Ella Osborne. Jordana Park. Emily Frances Perrins. Danya Syed. And now I present to you the students for the award of Master of Science in Law, Business and Management. Harry Cuerden. Lauren Ashley Hassal. Noor Raphael Kashi. Samantha Louise King. Ivy Magnetico. Elizabeth Oren. Kieran Panesar. Mariam Zara Hussain. And now I present to you the students for the award of Masters of Arts in Law. Tani Austin. Sherlyn Gathoni. Gilbert Adusi Apoku. Lydia Pepper. And now I present to you the student for the award of Master of Laws in Data Protection and Intellectual Property, Chimika Felix Nwosu. And finally, I present to you the student for the award of Master of Laws in International Human Rights, Hawazin Amali. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you and the whole University the students from the Newcastle campus for the award of Master of Laws in Professional Legal Practice, Jessica Megan Fields. Amy Linton. And finally, I present to you the student for the award of Master of Arts in Law, Lucy Housden. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you and the whole university the students from the Sheffield campus for the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Professional Legal Practice, Emma Nightingale. Carolise Renchese. And finally, I present to you the students for the award of Master of Laws in Professional Legal Practice, Samroit Abraham. Ravina Kaur Boot. Megan Delaney. Mohammed Aftab Ilyas. Summer Grace Kelly. Holly Jane Looker. Megan McComb. Charlotte Elizabeth McGloin. Jade Brittany Perry. Kyle Lewis Stennett.
I call upon Sandy Gaines to present the students from Norwich for the award of their degree.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you and the whole university the students from the Norwich campus for the award of Master of Laws in Professional Legal Practice, Deborah Cooper. Sarah Evelyn Easy. Rachel Lauren Parsons. And finally, I present to you the students the award of Master of Science in Law, Business and Management, Jacob Collins. Hugo Gideon Amit Passad.
I call upon Carol Draycott to present the students from the online campus for the award of their degree.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you and the whole university the students from the online campus for the award of Bachelor of Laws. Carla Hazelwood. Tik Longs Khan. Mong Se Elsie Lee. Ingvar Igor Severin. Hui Tung Wan. And now I present to you students for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Higher Education. Jazz Mavi. Katie Mickleborough. Daniel Charles Francis Butler O'Boyle. And now I present to you students for the award of Graduate Diploma in Law. Sarah Eve Asway. Tarana Beresford Lambert. Victoria Charlotte Mary Birch. Yo Sarfa Bofo. Veronica Bortolota. Isabel Brooks. Maria Jalissa Love Brown. Rupert Nicholas Buchanan. Alexandra Isabel Bloy Chapman. Nita Chawla. Ella Louise Colley. James William John Conway. Lubika Dada. Shona Ray Dakota Davis. Edwina Dodu. Robin Barry Downing. Yagita El-Hamsari. Parivash Galomi. Jodie Rose Goff. Nashoba Green. Suad Hakim. Charlotte Hamilton Brunsden. Lucy Raymond Harrington. Sarah Tiffany May Holt. Talal Hussaini. William Ifinyi Iwuchukwu. Emanuela G. Jean-Louis. Noku Karania Jalal. Jonathan Nathaniel Jervis. Roshni Kanik. Elaher Tamina Kermanashiki. John Knight. Jessica Danielle Shanika Madanahiaki. Narges Nate Nouri. Camilla Nerona Martins Custodio. Andrea Ahima Nwaku Nunu. Uzoma Okoro. Jack Charles Orton. Marianne Francis Packwood. Ikra Rahman. Mohammed Asbar Rahman. Clarissa Shirin Ramponi. Jasmine Marie Reeves. Layla Shakil Salimi. Shanala Shahararin. Sana Siraj. Caleb John Suggett. Elif Topju. Po Swen Say. Nicholas Allen Whiteley. Mohammed Afan Zamir. Nadine Zimmerman Fox. And now I present to you the student for the award of Graduate Diploma in Law and Postgraduate Diploma in Legal Technology, Mary Lindsay. And finally, I present to you students for the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Law, Emily Grace Hall. Leslie Ampa Quagir Agri. Yu Chin Lei. Hagyung Lee. Tosha Onya Malon. Sophia Somoza Gayoso.
I call upon Students' Union Co-President Pedram Bani Asadi to provide a speech on behalf of the Students' Union.
Good morning, Vice Chancellor, guests, academic staff, and fellow graduates. On behalf of all graduates, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for being here to celebrate with us on this memorable day. I would like to thank you, our lecturers, who prepared us for what we hope to be a bright and promising future ahead, as well as support staff, tutors, and ChatGPT that have helped us on our journey. We sincerely thank you all for your efforts ensuring that we had the best opportunities to learn, build our knowledge, and gain invaluable experience. We thank you for your time, dedication, patience, definitely patience, advice, and most of all, your belief in us. I hope we have made you proud. Dear graduates, we have done it. We have finished our course. After all those late nights, all those blood, sweat, and tears at 3 a.m. getting a takeaway while trying to type away the 1,000 words that were left, and somehow squeezing in the referencing afterwards. We've done it all. We learned a great many skills during our course at the University of Law, some of them not even in our course materials. Confidence and audacity is an example. When our parents call us, having the audacity to tell them, "Yes, Mom, I am so busy, I am studying," even though we are in the middle of a club. Another skill is time management, being able to order an Uber 10 minutes before a lecture, but still making it on time. Another skill is quick thinking, thinking on the spot, being able to come up with the most beautifully fluent Shakespearean excuse after being picked by the teacher to answer a question you didn't prepare for. But there's another skill that we learned, one that will stay with us for the rest of our lives: perseverance. We knew the course was going to be difficult, but we did it anyway. Even though sometimes we were too tired to open that real estate or management book. For some of us, we had to take care of loved ones, a baby on one hand, a book on the other. For some of us, we had to go into office early in the morning and run back to the campus early afternoon because we had to pay off our university fees. And for some of us, born in places far from here, we came with the hope of a British dream, a job at a firm on the tallest building in central London, calling your mom and dad back home in your office with a view of the city behind you, telling them that you've made it. Telling them that it is okay, that you can cover the expenses from now, that they can rest now. And for some of us, I'm sure you're all with me when I say this, that we will take away many special memories from our time studying together. My favorite memory is when I met and I fell in love with my partner at a University of Law Zoom pro bono training session. I don't remember much about the session, but I remember a lot about her. She looked amazing on that Zoom screen and even better in person. More importantly, she's the kindest and strongest woman that I know. We supported each other throughout our studies, through the good times and the bad. We had faith in each other. I knew she could do it, and she knew that I can do it. Just like the loved ones who are here for you today. That faith in you, they knew that you were capable even when you didn't feel like it. And guess what? They were right. You did it. You have graduated, and you've made them proud. And you're going to make them proud again and again and again because you're more capable than you can ever imagine. Fellow graduates, what you have with you now is the ULaw spirit, the concept that you can change your community, this country, and the world. You haven't gotten that training contract that you wanted yet? Well, you're going to apply and apply until that magic circle firm hand delivers that contract to you. You're going to go into that company or chambers, and you're going to make sure it is going to be representative of your nationality, your skin color, your beliefs, your sexual orientation, your gender identity, so that the ones who come after us are not going to go through the same struggles that we have. That is the ULaw spirit. When there's a government that is taking away the rights of your transgender friends, you use your legal knowledge to defend them. When your uncle who works in NHS or your cousin who's a rail worker and is striking, you pick up the sign and you join them at the picket line. That is the ULaw spirit. Seeing injustice and standing up against it. And when your government acts like the rules do not apply to them and they don't care about you, then you're going to do what our alumni, Sadiq Khan, Baroness Warsi, David Gook, and Darren Jones did. You're going to find your MP, run against them, and kick them out. That's the ULaw spirit. You're going to change your community, your country, and the world, and you're going to make your loved ones proud again and again and again, because you are more capable than you can ever imagine. Thank you so much.
I call upon Carol Draycott to present the students from the online campus for the award of their degree.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you and the whole university the students from the online campus for the award of Postgraduate Diploma in International Legal Practice. Kimberly Holder. And now I present to you students for the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Professional Legal Practice. Samantha Edu. Tabor Ali. Ruben Larentiu Baxi. Emek Bastan. Abibat Yatundi Daramola. Kavita Dub. Samaya Adridri. Tamara Freyon. Alexander Lawrence Hinchcliffe. Sonia Hunter. Amarpreet Kaur Kang. Hatim Mohammed. Ikeshi Montoa. Lakshmi Quigley. Nicoletta Sigmayanova. Abby Elizabeth Taylor Hall. Layal Tem Rawi. Adrienne Toth. Clifton Yip. And now I present to you students for the award of Master of Laws in Professional Legal Practice. Mutasem Abu Ghush. Sina Omar Abbas Ahmad. Molly Elizabeth Andrews. Rose Bobby. Jessica Grace Bonfield. Yuxel Salik. Zain Tayab Chowdhury. Kwan Inge Cheng. Luke James Chorley. Catherine Ann Davis. Amber Josephina DePaydi. Rebecca Alice Dixon. Chloe Alice Jane Douglas. Chloe Kinsley Drake. Amy Louise Edmonds. Jade Lauren Edwards. Alexandra Page Eldon. Victoria Louise Evans. Tony Lee Everington. Fatima Faraj. Emma Jane Farrell. Hannah Page Fellows Cox. Lucia Hamlet. Helen Evangeline Hewitson. Molly Rose Hobday Canal. Sarah Joanne Holland. Cecilia Hunter. Rachel Leslie Innes. Sidra Iqbal. Shauna Ellen Jones. Georgina Yasmin Kasim. Charlotte Patricia Killick. Cherise Kezia Lambert. Michelle Karen Lisi. Karen Singh Lote. Davinia Danushka Lehman. Arabella Maiden. Barbara Zofia Majewska. Chloe Jane McIntosh. Samuel Hagazi Morgan Wynne. Ikra Noor Najarbet. Alam Omar. Samira Parveen. Evangeline Louise Ridd. Chelsea May Slater. Rhiannon Smart. Emma Jane Rose Smith. Natalia Sotomora. Elizabeth Wallace Spence. Oh, sorry. Kai Macaulay Strawbridge. Denzel Akibra Michelle Swan. Holly Mae Taylor. Catherine Helena Tunbridge. Judith Aluchi Uhowu. Roshan Apadia. Alice Eve Viney. Natasha Marie Way. Angela White. Gemma Louise White. Olivia Helen Ragg. Abigail Eva Louise Wright. Ellen Louise Wright. Fateh Yasmin Rahman. Amy Marie Yates. Andrea Yearwood. And now I present to you students for the award of Master of Science in Law, Business and Management. Gulfaraz Adil. Nathan John Anthony Ashman. Kimberly Diane Maria Clark. Tessa Pearl Durand. Kirsty Guilfoyle. Monica Jane Murray. Remy Forsyth Taylor. Nisha Joy Tellisford. Andrew Paul Warburton. Katie Louise White. And now I present to you students for the award of Master of Arts in Law. John Erickson Mandak Akabe. Selina Charman Ahmed. Rhiannon Dominique Margaret Alban Davies. Bethany Claire Christine Ashley. Charlotte Amy Ashton. Joyce Orlo Runtawin Bakarai. Catherine Mary Behrens. David Lincoln Gerard Booth. Triadophilos Bouzos. Olivia Canessa Davis. Zeynep Kavka. Mahar Noshad Chamdia. Imogen Rose Corey. Elizabeth Kate Cross. Samuel Stephen Deacon. Anna Christina Heward Donaldson. Melissa Garton. Caitlin Selina Hargreaves. Helena Amy Hart-Watson. Amy Healy. Stephanie Emma Hurst. Paige Ella Hutchins. Anne Hyde Parker. Christian Kostadinov. Juicy Lawani. Wing Feng Leung. Joshua Venuswaran Masalamuni. Tara Mercedes May. Ryan McAlary. Amy McClure. Amber McIntosh. Katie Ann Morgan. Markella Anastasia Papadopoulou. Alessandra Natalia Barbara Philip Thomas. Laura Rakoseri. Philippa Bernadette Roblet. Hannah Jane Saunders. Samir Shin. Jaya Sidhu. Molly Wynne Spicer Jones. Marnie Elizabeth Stubbs. Lily Rose Syed. Nadine Thorpe. Louise May Tyndall. Emily Elizabeth Louise Walsh. Astrid Volushkuk. Daniel Anthony Woon. Savannah Liu. And now I present to you the student for the award of Master of Arts in Law and Master of Laws General, Colleen Mary Cumbers. And now I present to you the student for the award of Master of Laws, Zantel Kamalira. And now I present to you students for the award of Master of Laws General, Ruby Grace Suna Alawan Mativo. Phoebe Amy Brogan. Lawrence Graham Devonish. Angelina Marie Durfler. Imara Howe. And now I present to you the student for the award of Master of Laws in Company Law, Carl Jefferson Pearson. And now I present to you the student for the award of Master of Laws in Compliance and Regulation, Adetokunbo Abolade Aina. And now I present to you the student for the award of Master in Laws in Corporate Governance, Alison Jean Spicer-Jones. And now I present to you the students for the award of Master of Laws in Corporate Governance, Grad CG, Leila Tul Asma Binte Abdullah. Elizabeth Beardsall. Artitaya Bryans. Thomas Elliott Cracknell. Lillian Dangi. Monica DeGunn. Katrina Dubrovska. Olawasheye Morolaki Mabadala Falusi. Oliver Cavan Colleen. Celine Lawrence Leclesio. Bridget Lee. Masigo Lekwapi. Nicholas James McGreevy. Laura Jane Milet. Yishika Rashid. Christopher Max Scott. Amy Jane Shelley. Caroline Jasmine Singleton. Ki Tong. And now I present to you the students for the award of Master in Laws in Data Protection and Intellectual Property. So Gyush Gabriel Chishek. Helena Gavrilov. Hishtika Gondia. Priyamvada Ravisankar. And now I present to you the student for the award of Master of Laws International, Kiera Ferry. And now I present to you students for the award of Master of Laws in International Business Law, Yul Day. Harriet Katie Emerson. And now I present to you students for the award of Master of Laws in International Human Rights, Kane Barnacle Gavin. Lucia Stefania Ariane Cavalier. Alice Elizabeth Hyde. Deborah Lindsay Ann Keys. Andrew Marcus Pereira. And now I present to you students for the award of Master of Laws in Legal Practice, Elizabeth Godfrey. Hayat Ibrahim. And now I present to you the student for the award of Master of Laws in Legal Practice Intellectual Property, Kamyar Taimurpour. And now I present to you the student for the award of Master of Laws in Mediation and Alternative Dispute Resolution, Majupi Margaret Unro. And now I present to you students for the award of Master of Laws in Medical Law and Ethics, Ruben Descan. Catherine Emma Frankland. Dana Lauren Hardy. Shalina Raza. Kira Sinead West. And now I present to you the student for the award of Master of Laws in Mental Health Law, Louise Marie Baldwin. And now I present to you the student for the award of Master of Science in Law, Governance, Risk and Compliance, Susanna Nicole Dawson-Newbury. And finally, I present to you students for the award of Master of Science in Legal Technology, Marilise Abercrombie. Saida Mevish Gohir. Mariam Kazmi. Eleanor Sue Keeler. Ekpanomo Comfort Ekpong Nasek. Sandra Mateo Nazal. Ben Nirmal Rana. Manor Saleh. Savas Scordelis.
I call upon Professor Marco Mongiello to present the students from the Online Business School for the award of their degree.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you and the whole university the students from the Online Business School for the award of Master of Science in Cybersecurity and Data Governance. Anna Katarzyna Noga. And finally, I present to you the students for the award of Master of Science in Strategic Business Management. Jacqueline Aparecida de Almeida Grignac. Marlena Joanna de Piccia. Eliane Gabaldon Gonzalez. Irina Mihaela Goguze. Agnieszka Anna Twerse Adamic. Angela Vennuccio. Ariane Vennuccio. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you and the whole university the students for the University of Law for the following awards. Master of Law in Professional Legal Practice, Rida Malik. Graduate Diploma in Law, Ali Selman Burak. Master of Laws in Corporate Governance, Grad CG, Jasmine Obeng. Master of Arts in Law, Gilbert Aduzi Opoku.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you and the whole university our student vote of thanks representative, Zina Omer Abbas Ahmed.
Thank you. Vice-Chancellor, guests, academic staff and fellow graduates, on behalf of all graduates, I'd like to take this opportunity to first of all thank you all for being here to celebrate this memorable day with us. I'd like to thank all our lecturers who have prepared us for what we hope to be a bright and promising future, as well as the support staff, tutors and others that have helped guide us on our journey. We sincerely thank you for your efforts to ensure that we've had the best opportunities to learn, build upon our experience and gain valuable knowledge. We thank you for your time, dedication, advice, and most of all, for your belief in us. Greatest and most sincere thanks go to those family and friends who have been an enormous support throughout our time at the University of Law. Our precious networks have been understanding, patient, compassionate, and encouraging whilst we have been completing our studies. And for this, we are truly grateful. I feel honored to have been nominated to deliver this speech, a day after my 37th birthday. Yes, I am a career changer, returning to law after exploring different roles worldwide. I was a personal assistant in New York City, a teacher in Rome, and a copywriter in Dubai. And now, I stand here before you today as an LPC LLM graduate in London, about to embark on a fulfilling career in law. I chose to study law at 18 years old and obtained an LLB from the University of Westminster. However, during my undergraduate degree, I suffered difficult personal circumstances, which led to disappointing consequences. I chose to study, but my time at the University of Westminster was much more about how to survive, and I was not able to plan long term. I was also without a solid support network, which made the situation that more difficult. It was for those reasons, among others, that I decided not to pursue law at that time. However, my long and winding road eventually led me back here. Around 2 years ago, I began to feel a need to reacquaint myself with that initial instinct I felt at 18. But I had doubts that I would be accepted at any institution to further these goals, given my LLB results. However, ULaw made me an offer, and it was their belief in me that was the first step in my journey to standing here today. I had not studied at a formal institution for more than 10 years, and getting started was not easy. I doubted myself, at times believing that it was all in vain. That a 35-year-old could not possibly begin a new career, and should they try, they would not be looked upon favorably by potential employers. But I was encouraged by my personal tutor, supervisors, the LPC student lead, the employability team, and the dean of the online campus. I fought my doubts and showed up every day, consistently putting in the effort. I found some of the tasks difficult, and at times I did not feel certain that I understood. But I was able to get my questions answered and receive precious guidance and support from the ULaw team. I enjoyed engaging with much of what the university had to offer. I found the more time I spent interacting with ULaw, the more confident I would feel overall, and not just as a student, but as a person. I became heavily involved with the Pro Bono program, where I was able to contribute meaningful efforts and work with students from all over the world. I gained legal writing experience with the Amnesty International Right for Rights campaign, and refined essential employability skills with a small business advice line. My involvement with these projects resulted in an employability award for most impressive contribution to the Pro Bono online program, which I'm very proud to have achieved. And now, on the other side of those efforts, I feel a sense of accomplishment that I have not felt before. Although I've had achievements prior to my time at ULaw, there is something about obtaining this qualification that has had a particular impact. Maybe it's because I understand that it's the start of something truly important, something that will likely shape the rest of my life. And if there are some here who decide to explore other career options, that is also very much at your fingertips. I know that in my experience, going on a different path has proven to be a valuable learning curve. And whatever the future may hold for us, we can always remember that we have accomplished something great here. Fellow graduates, I'm sure you're all with me when I say that we will take away with us many special memories from our time studying together, and we look forward to our futures ahead. I would like to now invite all graduates to stand and show our greatest appreciation and thanks.
I hereby confer the degrees for which they are now qualified on all those presented to me today and on all those listed in the programme but who are unable to attend this congregation. Thank you.
That concludes our graduation ceremony. Please join us for refreshments outside this hall, on the lower ground floor and the ground floor. Please stand